All right, here's one for you. When are we going to stop romanticizing mental illnesses? Anxiety, depression, ADD, ADHD, all that stuff. And you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna add this in there because welcome to my world, autism. When are we gonna stop romanticizing that stuff? Where I'm from, you're not exactly ridiculed for it. That being said, you're also not congratulated for it. If you're at least if you're at least functional like I am, you're still expected to work. You're still expected to put food on the table. You're still expected to do all this shit. Excuse my French. And you know what? I'd rather have it no other way. Problem is that people are trying to romanticize it, see it as a good thing. People want to congratulate you for it, and people almost wish they have it. I say almost because not everyone does, but it's pretty damn close. Now, I bring this up because my brother has a form of, I wouldn't say clinical depression, but I'd definitely say a form of depression because a while ago he ended up breaking up with some crappy ass toxic ex, and I don't know what his point into talking to her is. I don't know what it is with you guys and trying to talk and make things up with a crappy ex, because if you're anything like me, you know that's a bad idea. Usually just ends up in drama and you storming in your room saying, "Oh, I'm fine," when clearly you're not, and you know everyone knows you're not. So, so yeah, it's interesting in a bad way on why people are trying to on the fact that people are trying to romanticize it, see it as a good thing, when in all reality, it's just a normal thing that happens to people sometimes. I say normal like it is. I have no better way to put it, but like I said, you're not you're not ridiculed for it, but if you're functional, if you're functional, use that functionability. People want you to take it easy when you have these problems. People want you to sit on your ass. Not like they want you to sit on your ass even if you don't have any of them. But people want you to sit on your ass. People want you to not go to work. People want you to do all this lazy BS just so they can take control of you and feed you their BS. The biggest problem with romanticizing it is how many people claim they have it and the actual statistics of it. Now I don't know the actual statistics, but I know enough to know where the amount of people that claim they have depression, anxiety, ADHD, and whatnot, all those people that claim they have that, they're fucking liars. Excuse my French again. The amount of people that actually have that is a very low percentage. Very low. It's ridiculously low. And again, all that is so romanticized. All that is so oh, I want this problem because it gives me attention. Now, I understand a lot of that has to do with faulty parenting. Faulty parenting or no parenting, and school telling you this is what you have, when in all reality they don't. You don't. Um, yeah, no, I know a lot of it's faulty parenting or no parenting at all. I think a lot of these problems have to do with faulty parenting, where either Papa gave you everything and now you're spoiled little piece of poo, or you didn't have parents necessarily, not in a legal aspect, but in a more of Papa beat me when I was young, and Mama left because of it. You never necessarily had parents, so I understand a lot of it has to do with that, but that's a lot of the actual problem. And you wonder why my generation's so screwed up. Again, they keep romanticizing this like it's a good thing. I can't say whether it's a good or a bad thing, but don't I don't think it's either. It's just a normal. It's just a normal function. It's just a normal function that some people have in the system of their brains. It's, and I say some people. I say some people as an overstatement. I mean a very few percent. Um. Yeah. No. What's even worse. What's even worse is that they don't. For those who do have it, and for those same people that are being told, for the same people that do have it, and for those people that are being told not to do anything about it, sit on your lazy ass. Um, they don't want to find ways to fix it. They don't want to find ways to. They don't want to find ways to fix it. They don't want to find ways to maybe not even just fix it, but at least keep it in check. Because that's something you definitely want to keep in check. I have a friend with Tourette's who's trying to who's trying to keep them in check, and it's not 100% successful, but she's definitely working on it, and that's what I like to see. Meanwhile, other people will tell her, "No, don't work on it. You're as good as you're perfect the way you are," and we all know that's a fucking lie. Excuse my French again. I have a nasty habit for swearing. My bad. I'm tired and I got to get this done. um, but no, it's disgusting. Disgusting how people just want to. It's disgusting on just how people want to make this seem like it's a good thing, and anyone who doesn't have that problem is considered evil or something. Because that's the biggest problem with this romanticism of it all, is because now they're looking at folk like my folk like some of my friends that function twice as normally than I do, and yes, dare I say that, function twice as normally as I do, and they want to consider those people the villains because of it. Like, they didn't have control on the way they were born. Why are you going to consider them villains? So yeah, I just found it disgusting on how they romanticize it. And it's like people even go, you can't fix those, you can't keep those in check. Yes, you can, because the way my father raised me, I could have literally ended up with I could have so I was diagnosed on the spectrum when I was younger. And the doctor told my father if he didn't if he didn't raise me the right way, I could, depending on how he raised me, I could either be one of those kids with Down syndrome, or the most amount of autism I have is like a style of Asperger's. And now I'm at that point with just the Asperger's part of it all. And yeah, worst case scenario, I do those pauses. That tends to be a part of it. Um, or my swearing, that's a part of it. Mainly just filler because I'm trying to think of what comes next. But no, it's but not. You can control it. You can keep it in check. And that's just for the people that actually have those problems. As for the people trying to say, "Oh, I have those," when they clearly do not, stop. It's disgusting. You shouldn't. It's not. It's not okay. You're making yourselves look bad at it. You're making those of us that do have it look bad with it. You wonder why the stereotypes exist as they do. The people that don't actually have it get angry at the stereotypes. Well, it's because of people like them that the stereotypes exist. That's why I hate romanticizing it so much. Because when I tell people I'm a tiny bit on the spectrum, they look at me and go, "You are?" When sometimes I make it a little too obvious. And so, yeah, it's just, when are we going to stop romanticizing this stuff? It's disgusting. It shouldn't be happening. And yet, for some reason, people want to do it. This is Stick High School signing off. If you got the memo of this one, you pretty much know the problem. See ya.